Health, safety and welfare in construction. Accidents and emergency reporting. Accidents. What is an accident? An accident is an unforeseen, unplanned, and uncontrolled event. An accident is an unfortunate event resulting especially from carelessness or ignorance. Types of emergencies on site. As well as accidents, other incidents can occur like fire, bomb alerts, chemical spillage and security alerts. Reporting accidents. All accidents, including near misses, must be reported to the Health and Safety Executive, HSE, by employers. Also, employees must report all accidents and near misses to their supervisor. This is so that the cause can be analyzed and action taken to prevent incidents happening again. Reporting accidents. An accident that causes death, major injury, or absence from work for more than 3 days must be reported to the HSE using an accident record form. Minor accidents are usually reported in an accident book. A manager or supervisor normally completes accident reports. You might need to give information if you are involved or witnessed the accident. The reporting of injuries, diseases, and dangerous occurrences regulations, Ritter, 1995. Why report accidents? Reporting accidents allows you to look closely at what causes accidents. This means that you can take action to prevent them in future. The accident book. All accidents, even minor ones, have to be entered into the employer's accident book at work. These facts must be recorded. The name of the injured person, home address, and occupation. The signature of the person making the entry, home address, occupation, and date. When and where the accident happened. A brief description of the accident, cause and what the injury is. Whether it is reportable to the house, this is the employer's responsibility. Types of accidents in the construction sector. There were 30 fatal injuries to workers in construction in 2021/22. The main cause of construction worker fatalities were falls from height, 51%, a collapse, 14%, struck by a flying/falling object, 10%, struck by a moving vehicle, 9%, contact with electric, 6%. There were 59,000 reported non-fatal injuries to construction employees in 2021/22. The most common causes of major injuries to construction employees were slips, trips or falls, 26%, falls from height, 19%, injury from lifting or carrying, 18%, struck by a flying/falling object, 12%. The importance of good housekeeping. You are responsible for health and safety even if you don't directly employ the people working on your site. Keep your site clean and tidy, with clear space for people to work in. Keep people, including the public, away from danger. Fence the site off and use warning signs. Fact. Each year around 1,000 trips or slips on construction sites involve someone fracturing bones or dislocating joints. These incidents can cause permanent disablement and have a huge impact on both work and personal life. Many are caused simply because there is something in the person's way, such as building materials or waste. Materials storage. Safe and efficient materials storage depends on good cooperation and coordination between everyone involved including client, contractors, suppliers and the construction trades. Waste management. The legislation governing the proper disposal of waste, ranging from low-risk waste through to hazardous waste. These laws are enforced by the Environment Agency and local authorities. The importance of good housekeeping. Top tips for waste management on smaller projects. Flammable materials. Make sure that all flammable waste materials, such as packaging and timber offcuts, are cleared away regularly to reduce fire risks. Work areas. Make clearing waste a priority for all trades. Check that everyone is aware of what is required that it being done. Skips. Waste materials need storing safely before their removal from the site, so make sure that allow sufficient space for waste skips and bins, etc. Plan where skips can be positioned and how often they will need to be collected. Waste within buildings. Consider waste generated inside the building and whether you need to provide wheeled bins or chutes, etc. to enable it to be brought out of the building safely. Risk assessments. A risk assessment is careful study of some work that is to be done so as to identify the risks to health and safety of the persons who are going to do it, to decide how those risks can be eliminated or avoided, or what control measures are needed so that the work can be done safely and without risks to health. How to assess the risks in your workplace. Follow the 5 steps. Step 1. Identify the hazards. Step 2. Decide who might be harmed and how. Step 3. Evaluate the risks and decide on precautions. Step 4. Record your findings and implement them. Step 5. Review your assessment and update if necessary. Types of hazards in the workplace. Common hazards on construction sites. Faults in equipment and tools. Stored substances. Dangerously stacked materials. Materials obstructing safe access, or simply a lack of site safety. Falls. Falling objects. Electricity. Over a third of hazards reported are from trips and falls. The storage of chemical in the workplace. Using and storing hazardous substances on construction sites are a major health and safety risk. How do you know a substance is hazardous? COSH data sheets. Most substances carry a warning sign and usage instructions. Never use hazardous substances unless you have had clear guidance on usage. Definitions. Substance means any natural or artificial material, whether solid, liquid or gaseous or vapor form, and includes microorganisms. Hazard is the ability of the substance to cause harm, illness, or damage to health. Risk is the likelihood that the hazardous potential of the substance will be released. Method statements. A method statement is a useful way of recording the hazards involved in specific work task and communicating the risk and precautions required to all those involved in the work. The statement need be no longer than necessary to achieve these objectives effectively. The statement should be clear and illustrated by simple sketches where necessary. Avoid ambiguities or generalizations, which could lead to confusion. Statements are for the benefit of those carrying out the work and their immediate supervisors and should not be overcomplicated. Equipment needed for safe working should be clearly identified and available before work starts. Workers should know what to do if the work method needs to be changed. The end. Slides provided by City and Guilds.